Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the lounge. Glad to be here once again with all you wonderful people out there. We are doing our Raging Awareness live stream. Today is Sunday, July 21st, 2019. Time just flies, doesn't it? Be sure to follow us on Twitter at LoungingWithJohn. That way you can keep up with any messages, live streams that we do in the future, videos that we publish, podcasts that we publish, and so on. So make sure you follow us. The way that works, just so you know, you will follow us, and then I will go and get the notification, and we will follow you back. If for some reason you follow us and you don't see us following you back or whatever, just come into a live stream and let us know. Sometimes, I miss that stuff. So here we are. I'm going to get everything set up here as far as sharing and all that. Get that out there. We will only be here for about half an hour, 45 minutes maybe. That way we can go to the next live stream that's coming up with Tina D and the boss up, So you got to do that. Let me get the go to YouTube here. Come on.
Private meeting with mom. Date added. News. About. Tab 5 of 5. Button. Date added. News. Button. Double tap to select this. 8:02 p.m. Status. Home. Tab 1 of 5. Button. More action. Search. Video. Cast. Lounging with John. Back. Button.
Bear with me, guys. Sorry.
Uploads. Lounging with John. Actions available. 2018 just went back. Lounging with uploads. Heading.
Let's just do this.
Button. Rolling with the punches. Raising. Date added. News. Raising awareness to bullying, mental and physical abuse, and mental health. Hashtag raising awareness. Lounging with John. Public. Live. Button. Actions
There we
available.
go. Wonderful.
Video player. Glass. Add. Chat. More. Raising. Pause. Button.
Pause that.
Chat messaging button. Learn more. Button. Welcome to 8:02 p.m. Shauna Bates Mazada. Hey, hun.
Shauna, come on down. Welcome, Shauna. Let's see here. I'm going to share this. You guys, it is really, really important to me with the raising awareness. It's something that means a lot to me, and it means a lot to the other people that come and even sit in the background and watch. It's so important, and it's something that, I try to stay consistent with this. Sometimes life, things happen, and it doesn't always go the way I want, but let's go ahead and share this on Twitter. I kind of messed up on the title a little, but that's all right.
Home tab. New items. Text field is editing. Raising awareness to bullying, mental and physical. Lounging with John. Tweet. Button. Tweet. Account menu. At Lounge with John.
There we go.
Open. Account menu. At Lounge with John. Account menu. At Lounge with John. Button. Left pointing triangle. YouTube. Button.
All right, back to YouTube here.
Video player. Chat messaging button. Chat publicly is Lounging with John. Learn more. Welcome to the chat. Chat messaging. Chat publicly is Lounging with John.
So if you guys recall, I did a video not too long ago, and I was talking about cyberbullying because it is becoming a bigger problem than I think a lot of people are really noticing. Let me go into my files here. I have a file that, let me see if this is it. Okay, that's not it there. Let me find it. Is this it? No. I don't know what that was. Where is it at? Oh, here it is, I think. Yeah, so good. Here we go. That's what I want. Good deal. So we was talking about cyberbullying and, how serious it really is, how serious that, that it's been in the past. and really what you can do if you are a victim of cyberbullying. There are things you can do. And I know that's, um, you say it to a lot of people and they kind of take it with a grain of salt. You know, um, there's a lot of people just feel like, well, there's nothing at all you can do. It's not true, guys. If you are really being bullied to the extreme to where it is, listen, this is the thing. If your life is being affected outside of wherever that cyberbullying is taking place, whether it's YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, whatever it might be, there is something you can do about that. If it goes outside of it, if it is causing you any type of mental stress, if it's causing you to not eat, if it's causing you to not be able to sleep, if it is affecting your life, you can damn well do something about that. And it's important that you really understand that you do have options. You're not alone. You do not have to be this victim by yourself. You don't have to walk this alone, because there are things you can do about it. And I understand it gets really tricky, especially when it goes across the board, across lines, and you got a bully in this state, a bully in that state, a bully in that. I understand it can get very complicated. I understand that. But if you guys knew how many cases that I've seen, not on here, I'm not talking about the YouTube thing, that I've seen go through the law office, you'd be amazed. There are people out there that are stepping up and doing something about it. Now, a lot of them cases is, a kid will be in school and then another kid takes it online, creating pages about them and all this horrible stuff. And obviously, the parents step in, or whoever the adult figure is that's taking care of that teenager or whatever. But there's also cases that's not just to do with that. But you got to be clear on what you can do. You need to understand what your options are if you are a victim. And it's so daggone unfortunate. I've, here in the last 6 months, I've seen bullying like no other online. Hurtful things being said. You're not alone. I'll tell you that now. Someone asked me the other day and said, John, are you a victim of bullying? I was, and now I am. And I know some other victims. This isn't funny like a lot of people think, because some of them out there cannot handle this. They don't deserve it to begin with. It causes health problems, mental and physical. Check out these numbers. Let me get it pulled up. Around 43% of kids have been bullied online. 1 in 4 has had it happen more than once. 43%, you guys. 43%. 70% of students report seeing bullying frequently online. 70%. Another reason that cyberbullying is really starting to become, I don't want to say popular like it's a good thing, but becoming more frequent is because, and this is just one piece of the puzzle, over 80% of teens use a mobile phone regularly. That makes it the most common medium for cyberbullying. So this isn't going to go away. This is why I do the raising awareness, because I want to help them understand. I want to help them get through it. I want to help them feel better about who they are and what they can do. I want to help them, deal with this, to get through it, so that they don't want to hurt themselves, so they don't feel like they're no good, so they don't feel like they're garbage. That's why we do it. Another interesting number here is 68% of teens agree that cyberbullying is no good and something needs to be done. Now, these are teens themselves. 68%. You move on, it says 81% of young people think that online bullying is much easier and it's easier to get away with. And that might be very accurate, because a lot of bullying that takes place, they find ways to, do it and walk right away from it. It's a sad, sad deal. It really is. Now, let me go to the chat here a minute. Hey, Miranda, how are you? Reaper Man, what's up, brother? Hey, Nelmo, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. I really appreciate it. You should follow me on Twitter, Nelmo, and I'll follow you back. That way you can message me. Another thing that you need to understand, if you are a victim, some of these people, they'll do it just to do it. It's a form of entertainment to them. I ain't kidding you. It's an actual form of entertainment to them to get online and tease people. They find humor. And it's sad. It really is. But if we can help you deal with it and help you realize that no matter what anybody says about you, you're still a good person. You're still beautiful. You're still smart. You'll still be successful. You will succeed in life. It's going to make it so much easier on you. So much easier. So 90% of teens, the ones that have seen cyberbullying, they say that they've ignored it. 84% have told others that's seen it to stop. But it takes more than just saying, stop doing that. Give me your hand so I can smack it. You don't do that. bad boy, bad girl. Doesn't work, does it? We can say stop all day. I could do a live stream and keep this live stream live for 24 hours with the repeat of a video. It just repeats itself over and over and over and over. And I actually am working on something that will do that. I'm going to be doing a live stream, and we're going to run it all day and all night. And it's going to be covering online bullying. So it won't actually be live, me, right on the spot. But what I will be doing is checking in from time to time, speaking on it. But most of it will be pre-recorded, and it's just going to repeat for 24 hours just to try to get some more momentum going here. Let me go back to chat here. Stacy, what's up? Thank you, Nelmo. Yeah, that is crazy, Shauna. I remember we had spoke about that one time, you guys, before we met some of you. Me and Shauna spoke on that, and yeah. And nothing was really done about that. This kid went all the way through school. And this is something that I think we really need to get people to understand, is that, yeah, it's rough being bullied. But if you can't get out of it, there's something important that you should remember if you are a teenager. It will go away. Once you graduate, you'll never see those people again. Now, I'm not saying, if you end up graduating and become a YouTuber or something like that, well, just, get ready for nonsense, but you can just block it and move on. But in general, you're probably not going to see them people ever again, and your life will completely change for the better. Problem is, I've seen stories where kids have been through this bullying so bad that even when they do get out of school, though, 90% of them are taking the scars with them. The scars will always be there. And that's something that people seem to forget too, is the scarring will always be there. Right? It'll always be there. Anytime you look down on that scar, you're going to see it. You're going to remember it like it was yesterday. I've got a scar on my shin about as long as a pencil. It's about as wide as what a Bic lighter would be. That's how wide it is. And of course, it was from a car accident or whatever. But anytime that I even think about it or I look down and see it, I remember that car wreck like it was happening all over again. It runs through my mind. It replays. And it's just as if I had just went through it again. It's not easy looking down on scars and dealing with that, but you can get through it. You can. And I think that if you're a strong person, you will. And I think that if you're not as strong as you want to be, well, then the support's there. It's there waiting on you. You just got to reach your hand up. Let someone else take it. But in most cases, like I said, you go through school, it's the least part of your life that you experience as being a kid. So it seems like a long time. You might be 13, 14 years old, and it feels like it's going to just last forever. It's really not going to last forever. It will go away. But you can still do something about it. We can't force you to do something. We can only ask you to do something about it. And we can only tell you that there's people out there willing to support you and be there for you. Not just us, but more than what you think. Yeah, Miranda, it's rough sometimes, and like Miranda said, not everybody is as strong as the other person. It's a case by case situation. I'm going to get through these other numbers before time runs out here. It says only 1 in 10 children will inform their parents or their elderlies of the abuse that they're going through. Only 1 in 10. Most keep it a secret, keep it hidden. They don't say anything. And we just got to figure out a way to get that out of them, to get them to realize that there are people there that love them. No matter who you are, there's always someone that cares. And you're looking at a bunch of them right now if you're here at the lounge, because we care. Another interesting thing, it says girls are about twice as likely to be victims of bullying than what boys are. I can believe that. That's sad. And if you are a victim, if you are a female and you're going through something, do something about it. You'd be surprised on how much you can do. But you got to be the one that stands up and does something. 58% of kids admit to being abused online with hurtful things being said to them. More than 4 out of 10 say that it's happened more than once. Now, here's another sad number. Bullying victims are 2 to 9 times more likely to consider suicide. That's horrible. That's why we do what we're doing now. I don't want to see people doing that. I don't want to hear of all these awful stories that we hear about. How sad is it that you can go to Google and look up somebody committing suicide over being bullied, and you'll find a new case every day? That is sad. Horrible. "75% of students admit to have visited a website that was bashing of another student." And we know that's true. We see a lot of that here, don't we? A whole lot of it. I really wish YouTube would step up on their game on that and do more about it. But yeah, we see a lot of that here. If you're on Twitter, a good one to follow is at Grow with Organic. They support those that are victims of bullying. They can, give you tons of resources and just all kinds of stuff. It's a good connection. So make sure you follow them. Again, that's at Grow with Organic. Now there's another website. I was going to put it in the chat, but it won't do me no good because the only ones that see it is the ones that would be in a hangout. But I can tell you what the site is. It's http://www.bullying, BULLYING .co.uk/cyberbullying. Which is CYBERBULLYING. There is a lot of good resources there. I wish I could have got that in the chat. Next time I'll have to figure out a way to get them links jumped over to the chat. But there's a lot of good resources. But just go to bullying.co.uk/cyberbullying. You'll find all kinds of information there. A thing to remind you is if you are a victim, there's a lot more you can do about it than what you think. And for the ladies out there, please listen to this. This is very important. If you are a female and you're being bullied, and if it's any way at all in a sexual harassment form, that means threatening you with sexual threats or anything of the sort. Ladies, if you're going through that, I promise you can do something about that. I don't care if it is just online. It is still a crime. Matter of fact, it's a crime where that person will end up being put on a list for the rest of their life for being a sexual predator. It's disgusting. And there is something you can do about it. I don't care where you're at or who you are. If you're going through it, you contact the local authorities and something will get done. And if they don't, for some reason, maybe, the officer don't really know, then go through the state. One or the other, you will get something started and you will get something done. I promise you. I wouldn't say it just to blow hot air. Let's see. Nelmo, I'm glad you're back, by the way. I want to say this right now. I know that, I've had my differences with people in the past. And, sometimes we let the rumors and stuff get the best of us before really looking at it, looking at the full picture. Now, of course, I've spoke with you since then, Nelmo. And, I don't have a problem with you now. We might have had our little controversies, in the past. But really, and it wasn't even to do with me and you. It was over other stuff. I don't remember what it was now, to be honest. But you're welcome here. And you will not be bullied here. That's why I don't get why people leave just because someone tells them not to be here. Because you're welcome here. And we'll make sure that you're not picked on here, that you're not bullied. Someone's got to be the stronger person. And I believe that, you know, that's us. That's you. That's the others. That's the mods. You know, we try to stay away from the bullying as far as the drama stuff as much as possible. Sometimes, you know, sometimes that's hard to do. But we always, you know, we always walk out. At the end, we always walk out. You know, I was it last night I was talking about it. Someone said, "Oh no, the lounge is bullies." No, we're not. You won't find one video where we bullied anybody, but you'll find several videos of us supporting those that's been through it, because that's what we do. Nothing that I do on here has changed. I've always been, you know, good to as many people as possible. I tried to be there for as many as possible. Unfortunately, some friends have got up and walked out, you know, because they don't like this person or that person. And it's sad. It's unfortunate. But we got to keep on going. You know, I don't like to see anybody have to leave. But sometimes there's nothing I can do about it. Nothing that any of us can do about it. But we'll always support the victims of bullying, the victims of mental and physical abuse, mental health conditions, you know, drug recovery, drug abuse, you know, depression. We just want to help you feel better, wherever you might be in the world. We just want to be there for you. We just want to give you a comfortable place to be. So, Nemo, you can, again, follow me on Twitter if you're on Twitter, or you can tell Shauna she can get with me. But anybody out there, you guys are welcome here. And I hope that you make your own decisions, that you don't make your decisions because of other people. Unfortunately, there's some people that do that. They go through life living that second, you know, that outer scorecard perspective. And it's in a, you know, very unfortunate way to be. Me, I like people because that's what I chose. I dislike some people because I chose that. But we got to continue to raise awareness for bullying. No matter if we have 5 people that watch or 100. The most we can do is put our voices out there. Put the word out there. That's all we can do. That's it. Hey, KG, how are you, dear? Yeah, that's what I've heard, Nelmo, that you've always been there, and I appreciate that. You know, and everybody here is just so respectful, and I really appreciate that. I really do. You know, it seems like the one thing that I've noticed with some people that like to bully is, you know, you think that you get through something, and the next thing you know, they start something new. But that's what keeps them going. Ignore the negative stuff, guys. Pay no attention to it. Because one day, I don't know when that day will be, but one day it'll be clear. And people will be like, oh, well, maybe he was right. Maybe they was right. I'd rather go through life being good to people and helping people instead of being a bully, because life is unfair. And there are bullies out there that, they need a hand too. And we'll gladly reach our hands out to help you. But we can't do that unless you make yourself known, unless you speak up, unless you admit. Sometimes it takes friends to help you get through things. I spoke with some of the loungers today. Some of you wasn't available if you're like, hey, wait a minute, I didn't know about this. That's because I couldn't reach you. But sometimes you got to go to your friends, the ones that care, to help you get through things. But the last thing that I think anybody would want to be is a bully. It's a bad way to be. The internet, that is their power. They use the internet to their advantage to hurt others. And it's unfortunate and sad way to live. When the click of a switch, it can change. They could change. They choose not to, and that's okay, because we'll still help you get through it. That's the way I see it. Someone asked me the other day, they said, John, how do you continue to keep on, doing the channel and keep on doing this when all these hurtful things are said to you? Because 90% of the time I ignore it. Every now and then, as any other human would do, every now and then, it'd be a prick that'd get under my skin, and I'll end up responding. But in most cases, I try not to. I try just to ignore it and move on, because it's a waste of energy, a waste of time. They don't deserve the attention. And my dog is over here snoring. I don't know if you guys can hear her or not, but she is. I want to thank you guys for coming in here tonight. Here in about half an hour, we're going to be going over and watching Tina D and all them. For the ones that are, bullying the lounge about our logo, I'm going to put this out there now. I'm just going to go ahead and put it out there. Shauna is the one that shares it. She's the one that puts together the different merchandise that we have. There's no reason to go at nobody saying, oh, don't be using this, don't be using that. Well, that is the lounger's icon. It is our icon. Nothing more. And if someone did, whoever, as an example, if someone does make something, design something, we don't ignore the fact that you might have done that. But there's no reason to try to hurt somebody over it and say hurtful things. But yet, well, you just got to ignore the hate, people. Ignore it. We cannot give attention to those that want to just continuously argue for no reason. See, that is bullying. Speaking your opinion, that's not being a bully. That's being a human. And you guys know that. We've seen many forms of bullying on here. There's no reason for it. We just got to ignore it and move on. Shauna does a great job. There's no reason for her to be attacked. No reason for her to be bullied. She does it because she cares about the lounge and the people here. You know, I would hope that, friends stick with us even through the thickness. Don't run because someone bullies. Stand on your own 2 feet and just lock hands with us. We'll get through it. We always do. But anyways, if you are a victim, we welcome you here at the lounge. We do want to help you, no matter what it is you're going through. And we'll give you the best advice that we can. Just, advice, opinions. We'll give you resources if we can. We'll do what we can to help you. That's what it's about. Nothing more. It's about being able to be there for somebody. Thank you, Nelmo. I'm going to be doing a live stream tomorrow talking about the store and all that. So hope you guys can join. Because I do want to talk about it. And, with this being the raising awareness, I don't want to go too far out of context here. But anybody that really knows us knows that we appreciate everybody. Hell, I even, I still appreciate some that don't show their face anymore, but I still have appreciation for them, but some just want to be mean to be mean, and that's no way to be. Shawnee, keep your head up. Don't let nobody bully you. Ignore the hurtful words. I know that's easier said than done, but together we will get through it. Take a look around you right now. Take a look at the people that are here every time we go live. It's the same people. The same people that guaranteed their friendship and their support and their faithfulness. We love every one of you guys, by the way. Nelmo, Shauna, Stacy, all you guys out there. KG, Miranda, Tina, Bambi, Ben. The list goes on and on. Christy. Mom. I'm not seeing much of Mom here lately, but I know she's going through a lot. But we love you all. I have a lot of respect for a lot of people. And, look, I'm a human. There are things that get said, coming from all the bully BS. And yeah, I see it. And just because I don't say nothing doesn't mean it doesn't affect me in any way at all. But I do what I preach. Right? It would do me no good to sit there and say, be strong, do all this stuff, ignore it, blah, 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 and then me not do what I say. So I kind of follow my own advice. And I admit that. But we'll get through it. Hopefully you guys can join tomorrow. Like I said, we're going to go live and we're talking about the store. And I'm going to talk about some other stuff. That's going to be fun. I've got some stuff that I want to share with you guys. And me and Sean have been talking about some other ideas we're going to be doing. That's going to be cool. In the month of August is actually when I'm going to have a variety of different stuff from our stores sent here to the office, studio, office, whatever you want to call it. And I'm even going to do some handouts. So that'd be cool too. But definitely check out the merch store. We've got some stuff in there for bullying as well. Maybe you want to get something and support the raising awareness for bullying. If so, go check it out. I'm not sure how much stuff we have, but I know we do have some there. But I appreciate all you guys. Continue to look out for your friends around you. And you ever recognize bullying, help them get through it. Don't let nobody bully other people. Even if it just takes you saying something. Don't be scared to speak up for the ones you love. It always pays off. It does. Let me see here. Nelmo, I want to thank you for finally coming back into the picture. It's good to have you. Good to see you. KG, good to see you. Stacy, Shauna, Miranda. Who else we got in here tonight? Let me take a look. Let's see. Christy, good to see you too, Christy. Christy, just know you are welcome here. I think we've all been through a lot on YouTube, if you think about it. I bet almost everybody in here can tell a story that they've been through. But I've been here the whole time, ready to support anybody that needs it. Don't you guys ever forget that. You guys please share this on Twitter, Facebook. Facebook really does help out a lot. So if you got like a lot of followers on Facebook and stuff like that, that's really where I'm going to get our name shared out to. So if you have a Facebook, I mean, you can share it on groups that you might be a part of, whatever. Help us get out there. We are so close to 1,000. So those shares really could help out. And we're still going to do what we said. Once we get, once we have our 1,000, well, it'll be a little bit over, but once we're at that first mark, we're going to be doing that giveaway for the iPhone 7. It was used one time. It's still like brand new. iPhone wireless charger and a couple other little doodads that we're going to throw in there too. But you might be the lucky winner. So start sharing. I'm going to get out here for now. Let us continue to raise awareness for bullying. And if you, my friend, are a victim of bullying, join the lounge where we all lock arms together to create a better future for tomorrow. I love you guys.